Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Hieronymous Bosch's Brutal Orchestra, where I'm not 100% sure where we go from here. I don't think we're done with the game. We certainly saw an ending last time, but first of all, it just didn't feel like an ending, right? It was, if I have to admit, I don't think I entirely got it. But on top of that, this game feels like its plot structure owes a lot to the Binding of Isaac, and I think that was just another step in the narrative here. And as you can see, there is a narrative achievement yet unearned. This is the unearned achievement symbol. So we got let's do this the hard way. We got all that is mortal. So there's still somewhere for this all to go. There's this here. This longest and strangest dream has come to an end, which we have not unlocked. It's very interesting that it looks different from all of the others. I wonder if this is just like a 100% achievement. I don't know that we'll be 100%ing the game necessarily, but I think at the very least we need to see the end ? Right? So also we want to see more characters. We want to see more items. Actually, if I go down this achievements list, there's a lot of stuff we have not laid hand to yet. So, also, the whole thing is broken up in a very, a very interesting way. Comedies and tragedies. Okay, we got this by defeating the Charkarian by letting its corpse decompose. It is nice that these at least tell you what you have to do. Humiliate every boss by killing them with a slap. We can try to do this. Defeat the final boss without Noek in the active party. Because he's dead, or... I would assume if he's dead, he's still considered in the active party. I don't know. That's a hell of a set of words. Complete the garden with no casualties. So the garden, unfortunately, we did have a casualty last time, right? I did allow a thing to occur. Okay, I mean, yeah, there's still... Gosh, there's still a lot of stuff going on here. All right, let's get into a new run and do the thing. So, how do I mark who is coming with me? Does it just... It says companion singular, so I guess I'm just picking one. But that's not the case, because we always got both Boyle and Hans before. You're always providing an additional random companion. Okay, so you pick one, then it gives you a random, and also you get Noak. Okay. Well, Arnold's not very good, in my opinion. I mean, I hate to rely on Hans too much, but it does feel like healing is really, really important. Could we get through without healing? I'm probably not with you, because you're constantly dealing damage to the other party members. I think I might just do this. Apologies if that feels like cowardice. Okay, so it gave us the same party as we've been doing in the other runs. That's fine. Now let's not be too quick to spend here, because we know there is a potential party member who wants us to donate a bunch of money to them, right? So as much as I do love the rank up, we probably ought to save. That said, you know, shopping also is good. Okay, so what have we? Lucky blue pigment generates as purple instead. Doesn't really feel like I'd want to do that. Trenchfoot seems... Trenchfoot's both good and dangerous. This is a really fun design. This I don't think I care about. This I don't think I care about. Blue pigment generates as red instead is definitely interesting. I think we're gonna take the Trenchfoot. Am I? Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And it doesn't really matter who it goes on, because it's not like that. Somebody just hold this foot. Okay, and then we'll go get into a fight. should be easy enough. I'll tell you what, I'm going to miss our ram. I can tell you that right now. Okay, and it does affect everybody. I just realized maybe it would only be 99% for the person who actually had the ability. Or for the person who actually had the trench foot. So what's your deal? Slightly heals, randomly moves. Okay. The deal is a whole lot of nothing, really. You get over here and slap him. Ah, see, this time we generated with slightly different abilities. That costs red, blue, blue. Okay, well, I'm definitely glad I took the trench foot. I'm going to need a little bit more red from you, please. And then, unfortunately, yeah, Ribcracker does 8. Well, we can kill this one with a slap next turn, I guess. Oh, no, that's right. We can't. A small amount of healing. Alright. Well, we can, at the very least, get some focus here. This is kind of not even a real enemy, in the sense that, like, we don't we don't need to engage with your abilities at all. And then, like, I guess I slap again? Can't do anything else of value. Get him, Noak! Okay, Unfocused Wrath just gains focus now. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I didn't have the purple for it anyway. Okay. Oh, hi. Are you gonna do anything? No, you're not even gonna do anything. Right in the ribs that it doesn't even have, probably. I guess I'm making an assumption there. Oh, which guy were you? This is miserable. I spend my whole life evading the waters. Barely even bathe if I can avoid it. All to stay as far away from those things as possible. Then I wind up here and find a world full of fish. He's sobbing incoherently. Okay. So, how cruel that I even cry, water. So I wonder if that's like, you have to have killed a certain number of fish in total, or you have to have killed a certain number of fish this run. What about you? I don't think we've spoken to you before. I feel like I would remember. Life was so beautiful. Who could have thought that death could be just as gorgeous? Is that what's happening? Okay. Well, you seem content to just chill here, so I'll be moving on then. Runty Rodder. Remove all pigment of a random color at the end of each turn and apply an equivalent amount of shield to this party member's position. Interesting. So, my assumption here, and it's really not based on anything, is that this will choose from the types of pigment that you currently actually have. So there are going to be turns when, like, it's going to eat all of our red or all of our blue or something. And I don't know that I think that, like, a couple of points of shielding here and there is even worth equipping, basically. It seems way worse than the funnel, but okay. But what it is doing is it's draining pigment in situations where sometimes you're going to really want your pigment drained. You know what? I'm going to throw it on you. We're going to use it pretty much like the funnel hat, I guess. None of these enemies are obviously fish. Okay, that has some fish in it. Okay, so you're gonna give us a bunch of yellow that we don't really want. You're gonna do a chomp. You're gonna do a chomp. Okay. So... it's hard to know where we want to, whether we want to move or not at the beginning of the turn here. So let's just fight through the initial, and then we'll move everybody afterward. Okay. I would prefer you be over here, and you're gonna use your thing to, to shield some damage off. Okay. Is that enough for you to kill with? No, the lowest level of this only does 3. Well, I mean, we can certainly slap for the finish. I guess that makes sense. You're the only one who's dealing any damage at all this turn, so making sure that you don't is worthwhile. Oh, there was shield in that space. I was just like, this will leave us with some shield in case an enemy gets in position to do a thing. Bad move. What? I'm gonna be honest with you. 30% of that was because a thing happened and I was looking at my other monitor. But the rest of it is just me not being fully, what do you call it? Not dumb. That said, there's a lot of swapping around going on too. Also, it's just like kind of hard to read the position. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. First things first, you go mid and employ the simple weave. Then you roughly take down okay, and we managed to get ourselves safely out of overdamage. Yeah, I can definitely see that the Runty Rotter is going to be more trouble than it's worth in the long run. So how does 2 additional damage or 50% more against enemies with higher health? So you're not going to kill this thing by yourself. That's fine. Actually, while we're here, let's just go ahead and do this. Yeah, Hans just seems totally bananas, and it seems like the game would be much, much, much harder without him. Yeah, and like sometimes we take damage from being over pigment, but it's not very much in total. We don't usually like... I just don't know that it's worth having an item equipped that is sometimes going to really screw up your plays just in order to avoid sometimes that is a new boss. Just in order to avoid those sometimes when you would take a very small amount of damage from overflow, you know? I don't know. I'm not fully convinced. All right. Well, you're kind of a huge problem. Unfortunately, after this, we do not have a way of generating red anymore. Alright, painful amount of damage left and right. That you're just gonna eat. I guess we just leave you here. You're gonna block 3 of the damage. Yeah. It's so much harder to generate health for Hans than it is for everybody else. Makes me a little leery to engage in stuff like that. Alright, so this requires red. How are we going to kill these enemies? I guess the answer is we're going to kill these enemies entirely with Noak. What are we doing here? We're gonna rupture. Okay, so we definitely don't want to leave anybody in that space. But it's pretty trivial not to. And you're just not really gonna do anything. You're gonna eat all of my blue pigment, which I cannot care about. Sadly, with just this and no fast mend, we just don't have a good way to restore Hans's HP. So fights like this are going to drag more than a little bit. Look at all this shielding. Yeah, not super great. Not super great. The slow punching. God. We are reliably producing so much pigment. And as such, so much shielding. And you know, maybe there's a excuse me. Maybe there's something to that, right? Shielding is kind of like a heal. I should... The guy wanted 25, right? And we gave him something. I probably shouldn't spend any money just yet. Even though it will ease things somewhat. I forgot about the constricting. Yes, there's not really much of a way for me to get ahead on this. Well, what we can do is... I think I just hit him. Maybe just do a standard hit him in the... I was gonna say face. I mean, he has one. It's just gonna be tough. We're gonna have to catch it as it goes by. So that almost works. So he might just attack across. Yeah, I think even if all he does is just attack straight across, I would rather do the damage than get the shielding. Is that blood? I didn't know you guys could bleed. And it looks like you've been ruptured open. While ruptured, you'll take damage every time you move. Give it a few turns and it should wear off. Looks painful. Okay, yeah, that's not a big deal. We don't have to worry about that. So, thanks to your skitteriness, we can just drop you immediately. And then we don't actually have to do pretty much anything. I'm certainly not afraid of this thing. Alright, 1 point of ruptured is lost at the end of each turn. I guess let's... Yeah, I kind of figured the shielding from that was going to cover it. Alright, this early area is definitely very straightforward once you get the hang of it. Gosh, there really are so many characters, huh? How do you think the fish figured out how to do that? Do what? Pilot human corpses around, like some kind of horrifying meat puppet. What else did you think I meant? Do you think one fish figured it out and the rest copied them, or they just kind of knew? It's a good question. You haven't really given me anything to go on as far as how to get you on side here. Maybe it was like how we started drinking milk. Some pervert diddled a cow and then reluctantly shared his findings with the world. And now we all drink milk. At all times, maybe we are just one pervert away from greatness. Steam screenshot button. That story about... That's not really how milk happened, right? I mean... I guess it could be. Maybe the world just needs the right pervert in the right place. And oh boy, am I in the right place. What? What the hell are you talking about? Listen, I don't expect a simpleton like yourself to understand, but I'm gonna need you to leave. I'm about to change the world. Ew. Run, little fish things, run. What are you? What are you? Oh, can we get this on our team? Oh, what is this thing? I have no idea. Is it even alive? I offer knowledge you will someday crave. 4 spiritual clots given form prevent you from obtaining this knowledge. The 4 stones before me depict the identities of those that must be destroyed. What stones? What? Oh, it appears some manner of imp has made off with my engraved stones. I will describe the stones to you instead. I had this whole thing set up. It was going to be so cool and atmospheric. First stone depicts a human heart. The second, a coiled fish. The third, a loaded pistol. And the final, 2 flames. So I did not remember the art for this character. I would swear to you, this is the first time I've seen it. We definitely had those stones described to us before. And I still don't really know what to make of them. Go forth and purify this far shore. I would love to do that. Okay, yeah, and then you describe the stones again, right. Huh. I wonder if that's just like you have to kill each of these bosses once, because again, I'm feeling like the loaded pistol must refer to Triggerfinger. Oh no, watch out. Waning Jumble Guts. If we're not careful, he's gonna wane all over us. To very expensively heal myself for one. Oh no, whatever shall I do? I guess the answer is let's slap. Generate us another blue. Again, very expensively heal Hans for one. Hey, look at that. I even sequenced it correctly. I did a very simple thing, not in the worst possible way, and for that, I congratulate me. We could probably pursue some rank ups here. And I mean, it feels like you just want to rank up Boyle, right? I'm gonna do both of them. That doesn't leave us with enough money to unlock that character immediately, should we encounter him, but we'll be okay. So... Clotted Jumble Guts. Sometimes they attack, but not usually. My thinking is, we can probably do this. Oh, you know what? It's not going to matter. Right, because with both of them upgraded... we can just do enough damage. With this combo, we don't even need that third red. Okay. Stab Chomp. 3 fire to the opposing party member. Painful amount of damage. Well, that's very unfortunate. I do think better you than me. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna do this. Listen, we'll get the resources necessary for more healing. Okay. So, once again, easy enough to clear this one out. When one Mung and another Mung love each other very, very much, they muggle and spawn a baby Mungie. Gross. That's what they're gonna... Okay. Gross, but whatever, we'll live. Alright, and then why don't we just get you out of the fire? Check out these weird new strats where I don't stand in a fire. Okay. Interesting that you have not become parental. What you have become is more spawnful. Listen, you know what I'm trying to say. Alright, so let's not put up with that. So it doesn't seem like the Runty Rotter doesn't grab routinely the most pigment or the least pigment, or it seems to be totally random which color it goes after. I mean, within the stuff that you do have, anyway. So that's interesting. Slap for this party member is replaced with Trout Slap. A weak attack with the ability to move the target left or right. Okay, well, you know, we're doing a non-trivial amount of slapping with some of us. It's hard to imagine wanting to do it with Boyle, though. So I think what I'm going to do is this. Now we'll just leave Boyle in front of people to fight them. Oh, hello. Are you also a traveler? Yeah, I suppose I am. Oh, that is spectacular. Far too many souls are content to just be, well, dead. If I may ask, what is your destination? Well, it was revenge, of the petty variety, but now I'm not so sure. It sounds so much worse when you put it that way. Oh. Huh. Well, hopefully the bastard has it coming. We may have more in common than I thought. Would you like to hear of my goal? Sure. Well, ever since I was a child, I have always wanted to become the... He suddenly falls silent. I'm sorry, I won't burden you with my childish ambitions. His voice betrays his embarrassment. I suspect our crossing is coming to a close. Before we depart, may I ask your name? Noak. You? Icor. Well, Noak, I hope we cross paths again someday. And if you ever find a way to safely escape this desert, please let me know. No, hold on. I want to hear your thing. You know, it seems there's a safe-ish path through the mountains to the east. Really? Excellent. I will depart immediately. Do you want to travel with us? The path is still dangerous. No, I must make this pilgrimage alone. Forgive me. It's alright, but please, I think this... It made a Noak noise, but I think this is a Noak line. You can feel Icor's smile from beneath his helmet. I am excited to start my journey proper. Thank you for your assistance. I am proud to call you a friend. Okay, so I assume we'll encounter Icor again later on, and probably be able to, what is this? Oh! You know, just some fools. So, yeah. Absolutely come on board, Leviat. I mean, we may as well bring Arnold too, right? Why not have everybody? Why not have a whole crew? Look at how much of a crew we have. And then also, hi. The fact that Leviat is always already wherever we're going creeps me out probably way more than it should. You need to help me. This is all a mistake. They said I was going to make it. I took all the meds they told me to. I did what I was supposed to. Sobbing. I'm reading stage direction in lieu of actually trying to sob. I did what I was supposed to. Yeah, sorry, friend. It doesn't really work like that. Dying of illness is not like a moral judgment. He's inconsolable. And missing more of his face than I am, even. Alright, well, I guess let's go meet a new boss. Okay. Well, now this is something. Hickory and also Hickory. Painful to the opposing party member moves the opposing party member left or right. Interesting. I love you, little screaming thing. So you're both skittish and slippery. This is really awkward, actually. 2 damage to the left ally. If there's no left ally, deal it here. Heal the right ally for 6. Okay. Arnold, do you have the abilities I'm used to? It seems like it may be the case that many party members have 4 abilities and you only get to see like a random 3 of them at any one time. Okay, well, I guess we just start working. And I don't know, it's hard to tell if it matters much who we go after. Okay. So this only costs 1 red. This is quite expensive, but it does deal 12. So we are going to be able to kill you right now. Right? If I have Hans and actually I could just have Hans do this. I was thinking have Hans and Arnold do off-color slap. But actually, if we just have Arnold come over here, do off-color slap. So we've never seen his Ugly Tears ability. Yeah, we slap with this. And that generates so much red that we can accidental malpractice you and do this. Okay. So you're gonna do painful damage to this location twice and start a fire. But the person who's in the space is only going to take the first. So I think what we actually do is just leave Hans here. Hans will only take about half of the initial damage. Then Hans will get swapped with somebody else, either Boyle or Noak, and they'll take the rest of it. Oh, shoot. No, that's right. I moved the... Yep, I forgot about that. Oh, also you move over. Yeah, I forgot that we moved the shield thing onto Hans. Oops. Well. So, can we reproduce the kill? What I really want to do is get the malpractice on early. Your thing costs yellow, so I think I am once again going to have Arnold do off-color slap. So we need more red than we are currently looking at. Okay. Easy. Oh, and that actually was the end of the fight. I was sort of wondering if there was going to be another phase. Okay. You unlocked the Immolated Fairy. What a thing. What a game, huh? Oh. Compelling. "25% more direct damage to enemies with lower health than this party member." Well, feels like that's a Boyle item. Boyle just has so much HP. Heal 3 to 5 each turn, but small chance to constrict. And here's some money. And then some music men to fight, which is, you know, that's also good. Do I want to... I think I'm going to do this. I'll give you the trout. Okay. Let's arbitrarily fight this music man. Gross. However, there's only one non-withering enemy here. Oh, right. I forgot about the super wither. Okay, well that's inconvenient. Or the super constrict. So you're going to try to become an instrument of the ungod. I would really prefer that not happen. I goofed this up real bad, though. It's fine. We've recovered. Because it turns out Leviat is mighty powerful. I definitely need to level Hans up because we got to get some healing going. Hey there, little friend.
Hey.
Quit being creepy. We gotta go. I swear there's something about this.
Oh.
I don't know how to make use of that. Alright, rank up. I need your heal to hit a larger area. Yeah. Do we also want to rank up Leviat? Probably. Yeah. Alright. Music men. More music men. Okay, this time nobody gets locked out. So one on the right's going to try to become an instrument of the ungod. This one's going to deal damage. This one's going to produce blue pigment, which is kind of whatever. So I guess I care about you the most. Ooh, Trout Slap does 3 base damage. Oh, but it takes blue. Interesting. You know, honestly, a second attack that eats blue is probably a good thing for us to have. Alright, so let's deal with that. And then you're the one that's going to deal damage. So I want to end the turn with Leviat in front of you. I mean, do I want to do this? How's the healing on this thing work now? To the left. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll just cast it. Well, let's discipline the heretical. Oh, right. It does require a yellow. Well, alright, I'm gonna burn this. We'll endure the fragile here, because I think it's worth it overall. Or delicate, rather. Interesting. Delicate no longer applies a long-term debuff. So feels like we should definitely open with a classic Trout Slap. Obviously, who would do otherwise? And then so now when I kill you, that'll generate enough red to let Boyle just eat the other one. Yeah, good sources of frail generation. Very, very valuable. Did we ever actually figure out what this one wanted? It still does not smell of feast. Yep, witness allies die to strengthen the stench. Right. I wonder if that's like you have to have an ally die on this run before you can... Because like we could let Arnold die. We won't be able to come back to that guy anyway, right? Refresh this party's refresh this party member's abilities and movement upon performing an action, but this may get destroyed. Gain a coin when you perform an ability. 50% chance to lose a coin at the end of the turn. Sulfa powder is pretty interesting. The used needle, of course, is very good. We've seen that before. Give me this. I don't know that I want any of the rest of this stuff, though. So would I rather have the used needle on, like... Yeah, maybe, right? Although... Does it make sense for it to be on you? Because I feel like we're often... I'm going to give it to Noak instead. Because I think that usually when we're trying to generate extra pigment at the beginning of the battle, it's so that Boyle can act. Okay, also new. Whoever's there is going to get constricted. This is fine. Okay, that's very whatever. Agonizing amount of damage. Well, we can't kill them all, unfortunately. So we get 4 red out of this one. Let's crush you immediately. What does Frail require? Actually, we can kill them all, is the thing. At a non-zero cost to ourselves, but... Oh, right, sorry, no, I have to... I did this way for a reason, so that I could drag you into... Okay. Do have to be a little bit careful managing my health here, but the party assemblage right now is pretty strong. You're kind of a music man. What do you call a music man without the rock? A maniskin. Okay. So this one is going to link party member and enemy. That's obviously an issue for me. And it's skittish, forgetful decay. Okay. And the rest of them are just going to deal damage to themselves and consume. Okay. You know, listen, I'm not here to judge. Alright, so if I wanted to do this, I need to generate one more yellow. Or one more blue, rather. But at this point, we're pretty safe, right? So, I'm going to swap you to here. Unfortunately, we've been confused. I feel like that's a thing that's worth doing. And then... And then what? I mean, doing damage to this thing seems like a good idea. I I probably don't want it to just get to keep confusing me. The question is, am I actually going to discipline the heretical? Because killing this would be nice. Just take some self-damage. Yeah, you know what? Alright, hopefully that was worthwhile. That's curious. Okay, and then they're all just gonna self-mutilate. Oh, my yellow pigment generator didn't generate any yellow pigment. That's problematic. I mean, I guess not hugely so. Oh no, sorry. It's still the same turn. I don't know, their abilities came up and I was like, ah, they have dealt out new powers for the turn. But no, that's not. Those are the powers we already knew they were going to do. Can you tell? My brain's not 100% present. Okay. Now they're all going for the link. Anybody who successfully executes such a link obviously is going to be a huge pain in the ass to deal with later. So first things first, let's generate a point of focus for Noak. Then I think I want to, if we discipline the heretical, this is tricky because it's going to generate 2 red, and then the blue's going to go into the overflow. Which I guess we could fix by not using this and instead using another 1 point from the display. Because I need that blue. Oh no, wait, yeah, the overflow blue is just going to come into the display first. Also, actually, that ability has a 0%. I think our stuff got messed with a little bit. Okay, well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to Trout Slap. Finish you off. Alright. Bad news. Anybody who manages to link is going to be unkillable for a while. There's really basically nothing we can do about this. I don't think slapping is actually helpful here, but I also don't think I want Hans to be in front of one of these attacks. Yeah, is it Boyle plus Arnold, or is it maybe Arnold plus Noak? I honestly don't know what to do here. I'm gonna do it like this. Okay. Drop you quite safely. Why did that immediately swap back? Well, that's not what that was supposed to be. That's actually very bad for me. I guess. And then, yeah, they're going to do 4 damage to themselves. So the people who are linked 1. So we're going to eat some damage here. Let's see. Arnold can go there. Right, no yellows. Well, I think it's worth it. It's gonna... Yeah, it's fine. It heals the enemies, but like I don't think that changes anything about our situation. And then we certainly don't want to hit this hard. Okay. So the link countdown happens at the end of my turn. That's very important to know. Alright, there's all the red we're ever going to need. Let me swap you over here real quick, just to make sure that we get a decent heal off on Leviat. And you get to trout slap someone all the way to death. And then we can go super hard here, but I don't know that we need to. I think I'm just gonna do... Because this'll heal off of... Well, it'll replace the red with purple, though. Is that something I want to do? No, you know what? We're fine. I was going to say, dealing damage to Hans doesn't really do anything. Hans is just going to heal off all that damage immediately at the beginning of the turn. But... maybe it's just not even worth the trouble. Alright, the trout coming very much in handy over here. So we swap you, make you frail. Well, you know what? Just do it. Let's just get this fight over with. Their little bouncing heads are very concerning. Wow. That fight was high value, though. Rank up, rank up. Yeah. Okay, there's some enemies here that we have not seen before. I don't think we're familiar with the wriggling sacrifice. Obscure. Do we know obscure? Obscured. No, it definitely just says obscure there. Alright, so we don't know what you're going to do. That's not such a big deal. That's not a big deal either. Painful amount of damage to left and right is a little more annoying. It's probably something of a priority here. Where are you at now? 10. Well, I think what we probably do is just start here. And then just kill this thing. Right, Hans will heal off the damage anyway. Okay. So then we can fish slap this one out of existence. Or sorry, we can fish slap this one to set up for the spine cracker that removes it from existence. Oh, nice of you to show up. Then we have honestly no idea what this guy's gonna do. That's a little concerning. Do I want to throw a frail on him? Maybe I just want to do nothing with her. I'm gonna have it be, well, deals a little damage. Now you know what? I'm just gonna let Hans take it. Him, not her. And you know he's got the auto healing thing. All right. Now comes the potentially scary part. Oh, nope, never mind. Not that scary. Well, gotta be honest with you. My initial thinking goes something like that. It is a real shame when they move and they don't get hit by the needle. It's very annoying. Alright, well, we'll chomp through most of your HP. And then you do painful damage to the left and the right. You're gonna block it all. And you could just get hit? Like, I wouldn't necessarily be opposed to that. And then we just blow you up. Oh, right, except it doesn't, because stupid shielding. I can't remember, does this... I'm going to do this. Does Frail hold through the end of the turn, or is this one of the ones that wears off? Okay, yeah, one Frail is lost at the end of the turn. So there's not really a point in doing that, except that it took single red out of the pool for Leviat's Stuffy. There we go. Took all the blue. That's what I was hoping for. Yep, even more ruptured than before. Okay. I guess the goal is to make me feel bad for you? It's sort of working. Here, let's have Noak kill this one. Because the other one's low enough on health that Arnold can just fish slap it. Highly lethal Trout relative. And then you're no longer constrained. We don't have enough red to do this the way I would like to do it. I think let's just go big. Hans will be fine. Actually, Hans is gonna swap positions with you. Yeah. Because you have the shield thing. Also, Hans has the... I forgot. Okay, that'll be fine. Then Hans will have a chance to heal up a little bit. Even healing at the absolute minimum a gift is very powerful. It's like a pretty extraordinary amount of sustain. Okay, I'm going to tell you what. We're at the hour here. And unfortunately, I am a little bit pressed. I don't think I should push into another boss fight that we may have to learn slowly here. So let's just call it right here for today, and we can all enjoy the suspense of whatever that giant face is until next time, tomorrow. So we'll see you then.